to a new video. Today we'll be reading the new Barry loser. I'm still not a loser, so hope you enjoy it. Remember to smash that like button and subscribe button. Hit the bell to check out my next video. And let's start.
Hello, everyone.
My brother will read one page, so he gets to read the book. Okay, you're gonna read.
Overfood. You know when someone's horrible to you in a dream and you wake up really annoyed with them? That's what happened to me with my best friend, Bunky. In the dream, I was my favorite TV character, Future Rat Boy, and Bunky was his annoying sidekick, not Bird. We were in the mayor's office, which looked actually like my granny's house. You're the only ones who can save us from the Hoverpoos, said the mayor, who was played by my teacher, Mr. Hoppage. Hoverpoos were the invitation of Professor Smugly, who in the dream was Gordon Smugly from our class at school. Gordon Smugly has the most perfect name for himself ever in the history of having a name because he looks like Gordon and is smug and ugly. Professor Smugly had given all the dogs in town his Hoverpoo potion so that now instead of the poos landing flat on the ground, they hoovered 10 centimeters above it. They're everywhere, said Mayor, screaming as a Hoverpoo floated up and bumped into his sock. It was about the same size as not a bird, Bunky, and the same colour brown, and also floated like birds can. Don't worry, Mayor Hoppage. We'll stop Professor Smugly, I said, and I looked at his face to see if he was impressed. He was too busy screaming and kicking at the nose. Because it was a dream all of a sudden, we were in Professor Smuggler's store, and I turned myself into a fly and was sitting on not birds. What's all this craziness of Smugly, holding a test tube while bubbling potion? Ooh, can I have two? That's two. He perched on he perched on the bench and dipped his feet in the fire and he turned straight into the home. A talking home. That could be you yourself. Useful, said Professor Smuggy, flicking me off. Not bad. Not bad. How do you fancy being my right? What should I say? Right hand poo. But Bunky's my right hand poo. I screamed. But because I was a fly, it came out as a whisper. Barry, you'll be late for school, my mum shouted up the stairs. And I woke up not a fly anymore and late for school.
Chapter 2, Grandpa Hobbage Podge. Thanks for making me late, said Bunky at the top of my road where he waits for me in the morning, and he wasn't being sarcastic either. Oh, I'm so sorry. What do you think you have to meet, Professor Smuggly or something? I said in future Rat Boy sarcastic mode. Who's Professor Smuggly? Said Bunky, picking his nose and eating it for breakfast. Don't pretend, you know, Hoover Poo, I said, and then gave him my evil stare. What's Hoover Poo? Said Bunky, and he scrunched himself up into a poo shape and pretended to hover around doing blow-offs, and I crumbled into the floor like a deck chair being folded up, wheeling myself with laughter. The walk to school takes us past Granny Hull of the Dunk's house, which I've tried to avoid ever since she started going out with my teacher, Mr. Hobbage. I usually manage to sneak past, just they have at the disgusting morning kiss in front of my gate. But because we were late, Bunky got there the exact millisecond. Their dried up lips started shogging. Mr. Hobbage, Granny Hobbage. I closed my eyes to stop myself sick, and I tried to tiptoe past. But what with Bunky doing his Hoover Poo impression and me tripping over Granny's empty milk bottles, and Mr. Hoppage kissing Granny with his eyes open. Anyway, it didn't really work. Oh, Hodge, you can give me Barry and Blinky lift, said Granny. So that was how we ended up in Mr. Hoppage's car. Hodge is Granny Hull of the Dunk's nickname for Mr. Hoppage, who's the happiest person in the whole wide world. Amen. Now that's going out with her. Isn't the most incredibly beautiful day, he said in his new woolly jumper that matches Granny's. He was squeezing in front of the seat in his car, wheezing and blowing off like I looked like Bunky's eyes in the rear view mirror, and I did a little snort. I was a bit annoyed that we were getting lift with Mr. Hobbage, mainly because of how embarrassing it was, but also I couldn't go into Free From Writers. Free From Writers, the tiny sweet shop halfway between my house and house school, and it's owned by Rita, who has an extra thumb on one of her hands, which sounds disgusting, but actually isn't once you've seen it every day for a million years. She even sells little thumb sweets, which are my complete and utter favourites. Morning, Rita! I screamed out of the car as we zoomed past, because I didn't want her to think I started going to another sweet shop because of her third thumb or something. There's Barry and Bunky with their new granddad, shouted Danny Bunky. As we drove through the front gates at school, Mr. Hoppage blowing off to the song on the radio. I'm not with them, shouted Bunky out of the window as we parked, and we got out and zoomed off like talking Hoover Boo. Not that it mattered, because his first lesson was with me and Mr. Hoppage anyway. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Next video, we'll be reading chapter 3. Lemmey did one chapter, so if everyone could give a round of applause to him. And I did one chapter. You don't have to give a round of applause to me, but he's in year 2 and I'm in year 5. So yeah. So next video we'll be reading page 27. Remember to subscribe to Lemmy's channel up here if you liked his reading, and